Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Riello.
And sashimi.
And we are here with Axel. And we've got Stubby. And I think we've got some other kitties around for this unboxing. Today we are going to be unboxing the new Capcom Figure Builder Plus. This is volume 17. It's the newest one. I believe the release date on this is officially in Japan November 4th, but we got it a little bit early. So, this has some of the newer Monster Hunter World Iceborne monsters in it. I'm pretty excited. The plus actually denotes larger ones, so this one, you know, a lot of these box sets have like 9 figures. I think this one's only going to have 6. And as always, this came from our good buddies over at amiami.com. They don't sponsor us or anything, but man, we sure do love them. They're the best when it comes to importing anything, in my opinion. So,
Bye, buddy.
Axel's like, that's where I depart. So this is a blind box series, and these are always just a joy to open. They're meant for display shelves. Oh, welcome back.
It's Toby. It's a different cat, I promise.
Oh.
He doesn't have a tail.
Well then, welcome to the fray. So we're just gonna pop these. Oh, you're hanging out. Cool. Stubby here he's one of our better watchers, so.
Axel likes to eat the figures a little bit too much.
Alright, now that I've eviscerated the box, it's really, really hard to get one of these open. So as you see, they're meant to go on a shelf space like this. There are 6 of them. These are blind boxes. Generally, you purchase these in the store, you just grab one, and then you pay whatever per box. If you do, however, go on to like AmiAmi or any other site that sells these and buy the entire closed box, every one is a different figure. You do guarantee yourself one of each if you get the box. That's why I buy them like this too. And AmiAmi sells these very inexpensively. Oh, we've got double cats now. It's a double hunt quest. It's Barioth and Nargacuga, and I'm gonna take my rotating table. My fancy table has now been replaced with fancy cat. So don't. I see those eyes. Don't bite that butt.
He's thinking.
So let's take a look at the box art here. This one is going to have, this set's going to have Glabinus. It also has a variant figure. There'll be a piece of this guy, obviously Zenogur, in every single one of these. So as you collect them, you get another piece of the variant, and then when you're done with the whole set, you have 7 figures instead of 6. Looks like we've got Garuga, Nightshade Paulumu, we've got Zenogur, and we've also got Shara Ishvalda in his rock form. There is also, this is probably the main reason I bought this set. Oh, outside of the fact I'm a Monster Hunter fanboy and I buy all of them. Namiel. So let's get to cracking these open. And Axel's gonna sit here and watch me like, oh, you give me one moment and I'm gonna eat whatever you got. Unfortunately, these boxes are always intensely glued in the top, so it's about impossible to open one up without any kind of damage, I hate to say.
Yeah, I'm sure that's on purpose.
They all come with these really cool stands. They're hexagonal stands that can interlink with each other, so you can actually link them all together. Our first buddy is Paulumu. Say hi, Axel. And this is actually the variant part for the Zenogur, because as you see, it has 2 stands. So this guy's got Zenogur stand. Since Paulumu's airborne, it looks like he comes with a bunch of extra stand stuff. Wow, he's actually pretty squishy and pliable. Usually these guys are pretty, would be the proper word, stout, very not supple.
Is the poofy bit, like, solid?
Yeah, it's solid. So, let's take a look. Axel agrees. Very fine details in the wings. Really like there's little bitty riblets between McRibs? I don't know. Between everything. We've got his armor, looks really cool. It's different colors. You've got the gray with the blue intermingling down to that purple gradient. Look at it. I never noticed his feet were this cute. He has 4 toes.
Yeah, he's got some funky little feet. Like, what are those little monkeys that are marsupials? High eyes or something?
And his face, he looks just normal. I was hoping they would actually have him with like that famous angry Paulumu face. But it doesn't seem that was in the cards for this guy. So we put his post into his back, put him into the stand, and he has this little bitty crutch with some lingering plastic on it. And we just put that right there.
Oh, cat's got business.
Just in time. So there you go. As time goes on, he will slowly come to rest on that. It's actually it's a very sturdy stand. So let's go ahead now that we have a little bit more real estate that's not completely owned by our Kitty Overlords. While
It's moving so slow. Oh, it stopped. Alright, we got it turning again. It's turning the other way.
Yeah, I noticed it's gone the other way. So next up, it looks like we have the base body for our variant, which we will
That's a
pop
nice
out.
blue.
And our figure here is young Garuga.
Oh. Looks like we might have company again. Oh, reroll.
Oh, dear.
Goodness. Wait.
Axel, you're a kitty. A little grace, please.
The carnage, bro.
You've completely crashed our sets. And we're not just ready to edit our videos, you know, like any kind of professionals, so you're just gonna stay in the raw footage, my friend.
Oh, the bird's back. He might leave. I think that's why they left earlier.
Was a bird?
I think so. Sounds like
Alright.
Blue Jay.
So let's pop out, speaking of birds, he's not a blue jay, he's a purple jay, an angry jay.
Chick.
I really like the metallic they went with for Garuga. Gives him that extra sharp, like, it gives him that air of authority. Until you turn him this way, and then he just totally looks like a fool. He's like, oh, he's doing his little dance run. I love the posing, though. I always think he looks so hilarious when he does the Kutku run. That's just great. They definitely chose a really good pose for this one.
I had no idea his colors are so pretty.
He's always been a really attractive monster. Well, except for his face.
What?
But his colors have always been really good. I've always liked his colors. So now we're going to take his post here. We're going to put that somehow into his bum.
How rude.
Hey, Garuga's done a lot of rude things to me over the years. Although right now he's probably like, what, you make armor out of us? And now this? I'm not sure. Oh, okay, that is how it goes. So there you go. He's got like this, I'm lunging at you while I'm falling. I'm actually falling, about to drop onto my face because I'm in exhaust mode. But I'm totally gonna yell at you. Whoops. Got the quaky hands. So now we pop Garuga. And we will save our Zenogur variant for last. Ooh, this box is heavy. This one's really heavy. I think this is gonna be Shara.
Probably so.
Like, it weighs easily twice, if not 3 times as much as these two did.
Usually they put like those hockey pucks or whatever in there to...
Capcom does not do that. Capcom has never done that. Oh, yep, look at that. We've got big old Shara.
I guess
So,
if you're getting 9 boxes and you want him, look for the heavy one.
If you do, looks like our Zenogur variant is the arm. We'll get to that. So if you guys do happen to go to your local anime store and they have these boxes, then if you are looking for Shara, pick up the boxes, because he is hefty.
We're not looking for Shara.
Yeah, if you're looking to avoid him. Although he looks really cool in figure form. I think Shara would be worth having.
Yeah, I like his Rocky version.
Yeah, he doesn't have the creepy eyes.
Yeah, don't look at me.
You want to look at... Here you go. Here you go, buddy.
I don't want that. That's the one I want.
Shake hands. Shake wings. Pat, pat. Pat, pat. Pat, pat. Pets. Shara will pet you? Yes. We have accepted this. Shara pets. Shara pets. Oh, Shara pets are really good, it seems. Anyway.
Is he gonna push it off the table? No, he's just gonna hold hands.
He just wanted to hold hands with Shara. Look at that.
He just put his paw under there. So perfect.
It's like, I just want to be loved. So if you ever wondered what Rocky Shara would look like without wings, he's really just a bear. He's a big old rocky bear. They've got some nice blue, metallic blue color gradient in the face here. Some little stripes. Lots of detail under where the wings go, I believe, because that's... Oh, that will be pretty visible. His tire tread pattern on his chest.
Oh, I never noticed he had claws underneath his feet. I just thought he had little nubbins.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. They look like fossils.
Hmm.
Like the way they're set into the stone, they look like they're fossilized. His rocket tail. I'm gonna need my wing back. Still love you though. Alright, so we're gonna throw his wings back on here, or on here for the first time, not back. I just have to figure out which way they go. Ah, there we go. He is quite a large and imposing figure for this set, especially, and Garuga's just getting totally turned. I'll take this one. We don't want to disturb the sleeping kitty. Our Palico is ready to hunt. He's just waiting for us to give him the signal. And there you go. It's kind of hard to see his face because of the wings.
He looks happy.
He's actually pretty... he's pretty forward heavy. So you might want to go ahead and maybe put him on an upper shelf. I would say he's more of an upper shelf. So while he's like above, you can kind of just G down at you.
You could maybe set him back on the stand too, so like his back feet are off the stand. That might push him back a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good option there, I think too. Hopefully he stays on this.
You can do it.
That looks very... He's gonna end up giving that rotor a run for its money. I think we're just gonna have to set him right here. He can give... Axel, you're getting a massage from the rockiest monster ever. He's like, oh, you're so tense. I guess he would know about feeling a little rigid.
Hey.
Okay, next up. Tickle hands. Next up, it looks like we have Zenogur. I'm making such a mess over here. Looks like the Zenogur piece that came with him was that tail.
Ooh.
You realize you're just slowly getting surrounded by stuff and covered by things. Whoops, I whacked your hand. Axel's like, oh, I don't know. Should I stay or should I go? So it looks like Zenogur is very simple. He is just one single piece that will not stay in my hand. He's just trying to escape.
One piece.
Any of you familiar with these figure builders know that he's a very common figure. He comes in many of the sets. He's one of the most prominently featured monsters. He always seems to get a different pose, a different look somehow. The fur is really nice. I like how they added the little bits of like dirt grain in there, so he looks like he's an embattled Zenogur. Like he looks like he's had it pretty rough. Really dark in the face. Nice detailed lines in the fur on the arms.
You
want to
buddy?
head out, buddy?
Bye.
Thanks for dropping in. Like, literally dropping in and smashing everything. We still love you, though, buddy. Alright, now maybe we can actually set these guys up so you can take a look at him. He's so big. So, back to Zenogur, though. He's got this really aggressive, like, challenging pose, which is nice. But again, very simple compared with a lot of the others we've seen. This is probably the most simple and subdued. He's obviously not in rage mode. He's pretty chill back here. He actually almost looks like he's partially broken, but I think if they were going for a broken look, they would have done the horns. So we will throw him on there as you can listen to our motor straining and crying under the weight of Zenogur. Next up, our Zenogur piece is a leg. And the monster is...
Glabby.
It's Glabby, but he's like 90% tail. Glabinus is one of my favorite monster designs in the series. I do
He's a cool one.
Yeah, he is. I love the tail. I'm not sure how I feel about Acidic Glabinus' more rough-looking tail. I really like the clean look on the normal Glabinus, like the broadsword look. But this one is pretty cool. I do, however, prefer the Acidic Glabinus' color, which...
Yeah, for sure.
Man, they did a really good job with
shiny.
his color. That is an... Look at that green. That green to brown... And the metallics they use, I need to get a hold of Capcom and find out what paints they use, because I wouldn't mind some of these for some cosplay props or some of the miniatures that I make. His little arms, they're actually separate from the body. They're not just kind of there. He's got a little bit of space there so you can enjoy them. I really, really like the dirt grain going between all the scales. It really makes them pop. On him, I actually thought there would be a lot of hidden seams. It looks like there's one back here behind his shoulder ridges on both sides. But that is about it. Oh, there's one on the chin, but that's not too bad at all. That golden glow on the face really pops out compared to the green in the back. So let's pop his tail in. Looks like the seam for the tail is pretty clean. Nice segment. The ridges going up the back are well aligned. You can see the gradient, how it grows less blue and more green all the way down the tail. See, the acidic and the acid in the rocks it's a fair look. It's not bad. I don't know. I just prefer the more elegant and clean look of an actual Glabinus' tail. He is actually going to take up quite a bit of space, it looks like. He's got a really wide stance. He takes up the entire stand himself. And then goes almost entirely into another stand's worth of space with just his tail.
Yeah, it'll have to be on the end.
You gotta go on the back, big boy. So we will exchange these guys. I'm gonna have to move him just a little bit so he doesn't bump Laoshan. I don't think Laoshan would appreciate that. These young whippersnappers coming in and bumping him in his knee plates with their fancy bladed tails and everything. So it looks like the last one, number 6, is gonna have a leg. There's lots of legs. You'd think Zenogur has a ton of legs. Last, definitely not least, I'm glad we were able to save the best for last, in my opinion. This is my absolute favorite monster in Iceborne and probably all of Monster Hunter World. I think Namiel might be one of my favorite monsters from the whole series.
Yeah, Nami's awesome.
Because, I mean, I don't know if an Elder Dragon in the series has gotten better representation or has been a better representation of where they come from. Namiel has like this jellyfish like wingspan with the little tendrils.
Oh, Axel's back.
Uh-oh. Chitinous skin that dries out like a lobster. Oh, good, he stayed over there. You've got the multicolored bioluminescence, like all the different life forms in deep sea.
Well, they didn't give him the dots.
Yeah, the dots are, that's odd that they're not there. He's lit up, or she's lit up, but no dots. There is a bit of a seam here in the wing that I'm not really liking too much.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of detail in the spines. The wings coming down so close to the face, though, I kind of wish they would have brought them up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I might actually take a heat gun to this and just gently raise these, just so you can see the face a little better. It looks like there is another seam kind of right here in the wing as well, which is, yeah, it looks like it's all the way across. Ooh, that's a little bit painful, unfortunately. The blue, I like the lighter blue ridges versus the black background.
Yeah, and there's like a little bit of blue in there that the camera's actually picking up really well.
It's a pretty rough seam right there on the neck too. Unfortunately, it does seem like it's rough. You can see the seam straight along the back. It seems like poor Namiel just did not get the representation that she deserved in this set. I love Figure Builder, but I have to say, maybe it's just because I'm such a Namiel fanboy, I'm noticing all this. But I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. So Capcom, when you hopefully bring Namiel to the creators models, these bigger ones,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, please bring Namiel to a creator's model and give her a little bit more care than this, is what I would say. It's not bad. I'm glad we have some representation of Namiel, but I would have to say I would have liked a little bit better than this. Now, hopefully that's not a deal breaker for any of you guys. You can get this set on AmiAmi. I believe they had it for around $40-45, which if you look at the prices of these separately, a lot of sites online, like eBay and such, private sellers will try to sell you each of these figures. Or if you go to a convention, God forbid you try to buy some of these at a convention, you can be looking at $15-20 per blind box. So it's definitely cheapest to get these in the full box sets online, and like I said, I would always recommend AmiAmi because not only are their prices really competitive, they also do what's called DHL shipping, which is the most secure type of shipping you can get. And if you order at DHL, it's not very expensive right now. It was pretty expensive when COVID was really you know, making a mess of the postal system. Not that it still isn't, but now the DHL is pretty inexpensive, and you can get a really good price on it. I think for this whole set I paid about 55-ish bucks for the actual full set and shipping. So like I said, if you would have gone and gotten these on eBay, you'd probably be paying, if you pay for a specific one that the buyer or the seller has had to open, usually they'll charge $15-20, or they'll sell the blind boxes individually blind. You don't know what you're getting for like 10-15 bucks a piece. So definitely get these as a full box to make sure you get the exact figures you want, and then that way you're guaranteeing yourself the full set. And they are. Namiel's not a bad one. It's not terrible. It's just not my favorite. But this series, the figure builders are excellent. I've always loved Capcom's craftsmanship and the work they put into these. They're definitely nice sets. They're pretty inexpensive as long as you get them from the right sources. And as a Monster Hunter fan, they are absolutely amazing for your shelves. As you can see, we're kind of a proponent of them. So definitely check out amiami.com, see what you guys can find. They did have some of these still in stock last I checked, which was last night. So guys, if you've been on the fence...
Zenogur?
Oh, you're right. I'm about to check out, and Zenogur's here in the background. He's like, Roy? I mean, I know I'm kind of hard to see because I'm clear and blue, but glad you said something, because I was about to completely check out on it.
We'll look at some rotating now, meanwhile. We'll open that.
So these variants, all their box sets do come with the variants, and if you do want the variant, generally like this, kind of like there's a Glabinus there that's a red one, there's Velcana in the corner if you can see, and Barioth here, those are all variants from their box sets. Pretty much the only way to get these variants is to collect the whole set. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a badge of honor. Like, hey, I got this whole collection. Like, if you have this variant, you can kind of show that off and be like, hey, I've got the full set. So we are going to take all these parts, and it looks like he's actually got a lot of parts like that. That Zenogur is entirely one piece, but this one is all different. Like, he's not been assembled. Sometimes the variants can be a little bit tough, like you may have to use a little bit of glue. Velcana back there needed some glue love. One drop of super glue, or your favorite cement. As long as it's clear, you don't want anything showing up. Now, what did I do with that last stand? Oh, here we go. It's, I think Axel knocked it onto the floor. So there you go. There is your clear blue, icy blue Zenogur. Zenogur.
Zenogur.
His Japanese name is Genoga, and sometimes I call him by that, or I mix the two. Instead of Genoga, I call him, or Zenogur, Zenogur. So there is the badge of honor, showing we have the full volume 17 set.
It's a lovely blue.
Yeah, he is a really nice blue. And as much as I love Nami, I think he needs to be the centerpiece for now. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Now we have the full set out here for you, all 7 of them. If you guys have been on the fence about whether or not you want to get this, any of these figure builders, I can almost wholeheartedly recommend just about any of them. I've been collecting these for years and years, and outside of, the occasional misprint, or, just something like with Namiel, they're almost 100% awesome. So, Capcom, if you do happen to watch this, bring us a slightly better or much better Namiel, please, and creator's model, and we will see you guys on the next one. As far as likes, subs, all that is completely up to you. What we do ask for around here, though, is if it's within your means, consider adopting or rescuing an animal, like Axel here. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google your local animal rescue and adoption options. If you can't bring one home with you, there's other ways you can help out those animals in need.
You can also go volunteer and still spend time with the guys, or you can donate money, blankets, clothes sheets, office supplies, all kinds of stuff. Google your local shelters, see what they need. Probably got something they could use.
Yep, so if you've got love to give, love to show, there's plenty of ways to give that love, plenty of ways to show it. And unfortunately, there are plenty of animals out there who need that love. So show them what you got, guys. And speaking of love, we love you. And remember, buy your fun, not your fam. Adopt, don't shop. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
So tense.